What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? We have a new review coming today. We have episode 113, Goku versus Khalifa. Let's go ahead and get into this, guys. First off, I want to say I love the episode. It felt more like a master training his pupil. We do leave off where Goku is about ready to go up against the Fighters from Universe 3. He is saying, I can't go full power yet, but I got no choice. Next thing, we do see Khalifa come in for the save. She says, I need you to teach me to go Super Saiyan 3. And she goes into Super Saiyan 2. She tells him, with the loss of Hit and the loss of Kaba, it is up to her and Kale, so she must get stronger for him to teach her Super Saiyan 3. And she goes even more powerful. He says, okay, sure. He says, but you gotta beat me first if I gotta teach you. And she says, she's up for the task. So she starts fighting, and we see that Goku is holding back a tiny bit. And in my opinion, he's holding back a tiny bit through trading blows. And Beerus doesn't like it, but Champa's saying, yeah, knock off Son Goku. Knock off Son Goku. And we see where Vados is like saying, like, well, you know, like this would be good. But then Champa is like going like beat off Son Goku, and we see Beerus going, well, Champa, you idiot. He says, if they knock him off, who's going to take on Jiren? And he says, well, it doesn't matter. He says, whoever has the most fighters will win. And he says, and he looks at Whis, he says, well, how long is left in the tournament? He says, 23 minutes or so. He says, damn. And so Champa does have a point. And we see Goku fighting Khalifa. And he's using his after image technique, and he's fighting her, and he says, you're not going to beat me with that. And he actually starts beating her, and he kind of like she gets in a few shots here and there. Khalifa is really going all out. She's saying she's got to use all her power. They're fighting back and forth. They're trading blows. Goku's getting the best of her for a good while, and then she goes in even further, and he says, not bad. He says, looks like you have mastered it. He says, but you got to go even further. And then he tells her, if you keep going, then maybe you can even go beyond Super Saiyan 3. So he tells her the exact same thing within Super Saiyan 2, right before she got to Super Saiyan 2. So I found that incredibly encouraging, because he's going farther and farther and farther and farther into it, and then he goes into Super Saiyan 2. And they start fighting, trading blows, and it really reminded me of the fight between him and Vegeta a little bit, of how powerful they were. And it kind of goes, brought back a little memories, and we see Supreme Kai as well as all of them going. This is a fight actually between two Super Saiyan 2s, and they are blowing each other away from the rocks. They blew off two other competitors, and they're looking at the fight. Everybody's watching. Zenos are going, ooh, amazing. They're going faster, and Goku keeps going faster and faster, and so does Khalifa. And Khalifa gets in a few good shots, as well as Goku, and Goku even tells her that his stamina is rebuilding. He can't go Super Saiyan 3 yet, but he can as soon as he keeps going. And then he stops. He says, not bad. And he looks at Kale. He says, Kale, you want to get in on this? And then we see Khalifa go, yeah, Kale, come on, let's go Super Saiyan 3 together. And she says, ooh, yeah, sis, let's go. And she says, I get to fight with sis. She goes into her Super Saiyan form, or I believe, yeah, it's her Super Saiyan 2 form, and she basically tells him, like, I get to fight with sis, and they start fighting as a cohesive unit, which they do very well together. And we see where Khalifa says fighting one-on-one is fun. She says, but fighting on two and two-on-one ain't that. Is better. And we see where Beerus freaks out. He says, you moron, you're wanting to teach both of them? He says, come on. And then we see Champa saying, yeah, knock him off. And then Vados says, well, didn't you tell her to fight and then retreat? He says, I adapt to the situation. So we see Vados attempting to piss off Champa again, but it's actually really funny. So we also see where Goku is fighting both Khalifa and Kale, and we see where Krillin is worried as well as Roshi, but then he adapts to the way they're fighting. Even Goku is fighting them both off in his normal state, and we also see where Roshi looks, he says, I think I know how he's doing it, and Krillin goes, how? He says, what he did with Jiren earlier. And then Beerus says, you mean Ultra Instinct? And Beerus says, no, that can't be. He says, that is hard enough for a God of Destruction to handle. Not even Son Goku can easily attain that. And he's looking like suspicion, like, is he able to do that? He says his quickness is sharpening very quickly. And then he looks at Beerus, and Beerus tells him, I thought you said that Khalifa was a brawler. He says, she is. He says, but she's also adapting to Goku's skills. He says because the martial artist can obtain to where his or her movements are going to come from their opponents and be able to use that to their advantage. That is how a true martial artist is. So they do put a lot of how a true martial artist is, which I truly love. Not just being all muscle and all brains. It comes with everything: brawn, brain, your mental capacity, your physical capacity. And he says, well, why is Goku taking on two Saiyans? And Krillin says, he says, because he's able to push himself further. That is who Goku is. He wants to push himself beyond the edge and keep going. We also see where they finally unleash a huge blast on Goku. Goku finally unleashes Super Saiyan 3. This was freaking incredible, guys. I was like, holy shit. I was waiting. I was like, come on, when are we going to see Super Saiyan 3? Boom, Super Saiyan 3 does it. He says, I got a little carried away going Super Saiyan 3. This is the form. They're like, oh my god, this is Super Saiyan 3. She's what raw power. Then Goku goes back to Super Saiyan 2. And he says, sorry. He says, it was boiling inside of me for a second. He says, y'all got me to go Super Saiyan 3. He says, I was only capable of it for a few minutes. He says, but I should be able to go again. She says, well, why can't you do it? He says, sorry. He says, I kind of got carried away. He says, I should be able to do it with more stamina. And then he goes, come on, let's keep going. And then he goes, y'all two can both go Super Saiyan 3 if you keep going. And then Khalifa tells Kale that she should be able to go as well. Khalifa is about ready to fight. And then Kale goes, I want to get stronger. She looks at herself, goes even further, then she unleashes Berserk mode. And she fully unleashes it, and they're going, oh no, that's Berserk mode again. She fully unleashed it. And Kaba is even saying, no, don't do it. Don't do it, Kale. Because he was even seeing how far that Khalifa has come as a Super Saiyan 2. Because now he knows that she is more powerful than her. And we also got to see, because that does how the episode ends. And then we see Goku getting ready to fight Kale in her Berserk form. But we do see where Kaba, as well as everyone, have seen Khalifa has pure potential. She has pure potential, and she is an amazing warrior. Personally, I know this episode may get some shit, but I know this is mainly Khalifa's episode. Next week is going to be Khalifa and Kale's episode. I like this because it was sort of like what we had last week with Vegeta and Kaba. I think I liked seeing Goku. It was more like training. It was not really a battle. It was more training. It really got me into where he was more training Khalifa to become a Super Saiyan 3. He's preparing her to become a Super Saiyan 3. He's teaching her, you gotta master your former transformation and your former techniques to increase to go to the next level, to achieve that next level, to break down that wall. And I truly like that because he's now kind of wanting to teach Kale as well, so he's now taking on another apprentice in a way. Even though he does not consider Khalifa as a apprentice, but Khalifa keeps going to him because she knows Goku knows how to go even further because she senses that raw power. So I really did like this. I think it was really good. The choreography was on match. The animation was absolutely amazing. The music was absolutely amazing. The commentary was absolutely amazing. I saw the sub version, guys. That's why I wait to do these videos so long. Now, next week, let's go on to next week here for a second. We see Goku going up against Kale. He says, let's see that if she fully gets a mastered hold to it, she can go to a full mastered legendary Super Saiyan. And he says, then we get to see Kale and Khalifa go up against basically Kale and Khalifa use their super technique together. We see them hold hands, and then we see them fight together along with Goku. And then it does look like that maybe Kale does take on Khalifa as well at the same time as Goku. I'm not fully sure, but we do see Khalifa get hit into boulders. Same thing with Goku. And then we also see where Goku's fighting them off. And then we also see the first image of Khalifa. The first image, now I gotta say, she looks damn good, man. She looks damn good. They did an amazing job. They did confirm it was fusion. So if you guys did not go see that, go check it out. It is in the spoilers, so they did confirm that. And it shows in base form like a mix between Kale and the way it's shaped, it looks more like Kale in her normal status, but a little bit of Khalifa in the face and a little bit in the body, a tiny bit. But I do like it. It looks really good. If again, I know I've had questions like, who you like better, Khalifa or Kale? I personally like Khalifa better, just because I don't know. I just like her better for some reason. But it looks amazing. I can't wait for this, guys. But if you guys did enjoy this review, leave a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel. Consider about subscribing if you guys are new. Click that notification bell. That way you guys do not miss none of my videos when I upload. As well as go ahead and follow me down in the link down description below. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. Peace and take care.